They never told us. Let me make sure nobody's watching while I make this video. I'm so prepared for this. I'm about to give y'all the keys, y'all. This is for the women. They never told us. They never told us that being a happy woman without having to be codependent was key. They didn't tell us that. Where in our girlhood and womanhood was it a priority for women to be happy? I feel like the way that I was raised, I'm sorry, these bees and shit is just flying all over the place. I feel like the way I was raised, it was always a matter of do the right thing, do what you're supposed to do. You're responsible for everybody else. You're supposed to make sure everybody else is happy and everybody else is okay and make sure that nobody else suffers. Meanwhile, nobody gives a fuck about you, because in the end, when you give to everyone else, you tend to not have anything left for yourself, right? So my mother did that. And you know what she got out of it? Nothing. And I told myself I wasn't going to be that kind of woman. I mean, it's 2021. This is not the fucking 1950s. I'm not going to sit here and sacrifice my life for somebody else's well-being. Jesus died on the cross already. I don't need that, right? But just being able to be free and like be the person that I've always wanted to be makes me so happy. Like, I don't care that I don't fit into the norm or whatever people's standard was supposed to be for me. Like, I know with my family, their whole thing was they expected me to go to school and just be this really good girl who would, I don't know what the fuck they had planned for me, but mainly go to school and be successful in that way and be like a very kind of straight edge type of girl. And that's just not me. That is so not me at all. It's so funny when I look back on it now and think about who I am now compared to who they wanted me to be. Two completely different things. It was never gonna work. So I'm just really happy that I made the choices that I made, despite the discomfort and the rejection and the misunderstanding that came along with it. You know, because nobody understood why I would choose this kind of lifestyle, you know. And it's not just trucking, it's not just driving a truck, but there's a real sense of work ethic that you have to have in order to survive. And it's really not easy, but you have to have a certain type of work ethic in order to make it, you know, happen. And I had that. I was never afraid of that part of myself. So I just made sure that I just did what I had to do. And sometimes you just got to grind that shit out until you find the right spot. And a lot of what I know now comes from that is just trial and error, failing, losing, embarrassing myself, humiliating myself in front of people. A lot of what makes me into who I am now came from that. But the sense of self that I have now because of it is so great. Like, I'm glad I never fell into the trap of trying to please other people, because I would have never been happy. And you know, the shit that gets me going is stuff that is unique to me. It's not something that, you know, many other people are probably gonna like, but that's okay. I'm not doing it for them, I'm doing it for me. You know, even the fact that I'm in my field, like, there's not many black females in my field, especially young, pretty black females in my field. So oftentimes I'm questioned, like, why are you doing this? You don't have a husband? Why don't you have a husband? Like, a lot of these guys really think I should be at home with a husband taking care of kids because I'm so beautiful and just being taken care of. And it's like, no. No. Because I might look that way, but I am not that way. Maybe in the future, but right now, I'm chilling, living my best life. I'm just trying to have fun. And everybody has their own way of fun. Some people's way of fun is traveling. Some people's way of fun is art. Some people's way of fun is singing and dancing. You know, hanging out with friends and going to shows and drinking and whatever people like to do. That's on them. I like what I like and you like what you like. And that's fair. I wouldn't want to change it, you know. But Yes, ladies, it's so important to find yourself and become your own person before you even start to entertain the concept of relationships, honestly, because no man can fulfill you. Let's be 100%. Us women, we are very emotional creatures, and we tend to have a deep emotional spectrum that most males cannot understand. And so to even think that some guy is going to fulfill your happiness is kind of setting yourself up for failure, because it's not going to happen. What you can do is make yourself happy and then choose to go into a partnership with both eyes open and both feet on the ground, realizing that you may have found somebody that's actually compatible with you, that you love, and who loves you and who respects you, more importantly, and wants to have that kind of relationship with you. And then you can take it from there. But there shouldn't be a need for it per se. It should just be like an asset, like a surplus, like wealth, abundance. It shouldn't have to be, your survival is based on your relationships. No, you just have to have a strong foundation of a relationship with yourself, a healthy relationship with yourself, and everything else falls into place. A lot of people are going to come and go. Some people aren't going to like you, male and female. Some people aren't going to like you, and that's okay. But as long as you like yourself and you stand for what you believe in, and you continue to walk that path no matter what comes up, and you keep discovering yourself and going deeper and deeper into the depths of your own soul so that you can become more of your beautiful self, you'll always be happy in life, and you'll always win. You will always win, because it's not about other people. It's not about other people's opinions. It's about how you feel being you. And you're the one who has to live with yourself at the end of the day. So don't do things that takes away from that. If you're handed a proposition that it might look appealing on the outside, but to your core it's gonna take something out of you spiritually or in your soul, don't do it, because it's not worth it. Selling yourself is never worth it. Never worth it. So stay true and stand strong. And I guess this could go for guys too, but I don't know. I like talking to females. I'm an elder sister. I have a lot of younger sisters, so I just tend to be more geared towards helping other women out. But I guess it could go for guys too. That's all I had to say. Bye.